Getting a true cinematic film look can be tough. But what if I told you that with just a few clicks, you could transform your digital footage into something that looks like it was shot on Kodak or Fujifilm stock? Well, there is one tool for that, and it's called Dehancer, a plugin that mimics the feel, look, and texture of real film. But is it really that good? Let's put it to the test in this in-depth review. Now, what is Dehancer exactly? Dehancer is a film emulation plugin that is designed to replicate the aesthetic of real analog film stocks. It includes a range of tools for film grain, halation, bloom, and many more color adjustments that allow you to bring the digital footage closer to the classic film look. But who is it for? Well, Dehancer is a tool that can be used by many. If you're a beginner, this tool is great for achieving a cinematic rate in just a few clicks. For intermediate and advanced colorists, it has some really nice tools and texture settings that can be integrated really well into a larger color grading workflow. And for professional colorists, it's a really great tool to emulate the film look and just experiment with different film stocks. Now, let's take a look at how Dehancer works in Davinci Resolve. Here I have one clip ready to color grade. So I just have to search for the Dehancer plugin and add it to the node. It always comes with predefined settings, so I like to reset all and start from 0. The first step in Dehancer Pro is setting up the Input tab. This is where you tell the plugin what camera and color space you're working with. You can select the camera that the clip was shot in to convert your footage, similarly to the color space transform node in Davinci Resolve. In the Film Developer tab, you can adjust the contrast as well as correcting the gamma. That will determine whether the contrast is applied to brighter or darker areas. You can also play with the color separation, and I love this color boost tool to adjust saturation. Going into the Film tab, this is the heart of Dehancer Pro. The Film tab lets you pick from a variety of real film stocks like Kodak Vision 3, Kodak Gold 200, Fujicolor 100, Kodak Portra 400, and many others. This is a super creative and versatile tool that allows you to select a film stock you like and then push and pull the slider to achieve a unique and different look with each film stock. Film compression is a very interesting tool. It will help you get lovely highlight roll-offs and smoothen out those really bright areas. You can play with the white point and tonal range to make those digital highlights mimic how actual film reacts to those bright areas. Expand works similarly to the contrast tool, but focuses on lifting blacks and pulling down highlights in a way that resembles analog's film natural dynamic range. Now to the Print tab. This is the one that simulates actual film prints. You've probably heard about the popular Kodak 2383 or the Fuji 3515. Well, this tab allows you to emulate those film prints and make your footage get that rich color separation and contrast that is so unique to them. I almost always use the classic Hollywood look by adding the Kodak 2383. And I really love using the Fuji 3513 for nature shots, which is also typically softer. The Color Head tab allows you to shift specific colors, helping you further develop the tones of the look you're going for. Here, you're able to play around with warmer and cooler tones, as well as being able to achieve that peculiar green shift in your image. You can also create deeper color separation by changing the values in the shadows, midtones, and highlights. Now here comes one of the most essential pillars to really make your digital footage feel like film. First is grain. Dehancer's grain is film accurate and has natural movement. It mimics real life's random distribution rather than applying a uniform noise texture. Halation simulates the reddish glow around bright areas, mimicking the light scattering in film stock. It really makes it feel like it's shot on film. Bloom will give your highlights a natural glow so they feel softer and dreamy. Film damage will add scratches, dust, and other imperfections usually found on aged film. Film breath is a great tool that adds some variation in exposure and color, just like the organic shifts in film stock due to variations. Gate weave will make the footage look like it was being sort of projected. And of course, vignette, a great way to add more depth to your shot by darkening the edges of the frame. Another lovely tool you have is the output slider. If you like using Dehancer in a bigger color grading workflow and like separating different tools, it's really useful to control the overall intensity of its effect and decide how much of it you want to apply. You can also use the LUT generation tab to export a LUT based on your setting. Dehancer also has a mobile app that applies similar film looks to photos and videos on the go. So if you want a quick and easy film emulation on your phone, this is worth checking out. So, is Dehancer Pro worth it? If you want the most accurate film emulation available for Davinci Resolve, it's hard to beat. I mean, it's not just a LUT pack. It's a very deep, highly customizable tool that gives you a real film-like result. The workflow is very fast, and also it suits like any level of colorist. If you're a beginner, you can pretty much get everything done using one single node. If you're more advanced or a professional colorist and you have a way bigger workflow, you can also add Dehancer plugin in some parts and just use a texture or use a film emulation or use a film stock. Now, personally, I've been really enjoying using the texture tools in Dehancer Pro. They are very easy to work with, it's just so intuitive, and what I really like about them compared to the ones pre-built in Davinci Resolve is that they have some standard options in each texture setting, which makes it very easy for you and very quick to get a really beautiful result right away. However, they are quite heavy on your computer's performance, and even with a very good PC, real-time playback can be slow. Now, about the price, I think Dehancer Pro is priced accurately. I mean, it offers great value and it's a lifetime license. However, I understand that from a beginner to intermediate point of view, where you start getting your foot into color grading, it might be out of the budget. If you're interested in trying it out before committing to the purchase, I believe you can download Dehancer for free. Just know that you'll get a big watermark on screen. And that was everything for the Dehancer's review. Let us know in the comments whether you think Dehancer Pro is worth it. And if you want more filmmaking videos and tips, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!